High above the clouds, beyond the reach of mountains and birds, floated a magical kingdom called Etheria. Etheria was unlike any place in the world. Hundreds of floating islands drifted peacefully through the skies. Crystal bridges made of wind connected the islands. Giant cloud whales glided through the heavens, and glowing sky flowers bloomed among the clouds. The people of Etheria never feared storms, for they were protected by Zephyra, the wind fairy. Zephyra's silver-blue wings shimmered like morning clouds. Her laughter sounded like a gentle breeze, and wherever she flew, flowers danced and clouds swirled joyfully. She could command every wind in existence: ocean winds, mountain winds, forest breezes. Even the powerful storms that traveled across the world listened to her voice. Every morning, Zephyra soared through the skies, guiding migrating birds and helping clouds carry rain to distant lands. Children loved watching her dance among the clouds. Whenever a cool breeze touched their faces, they believed Zephyra was passing nearby. At the very center of Etheria hung the Sky Bell. The Sky Bell was one of the oldest magical treasures in existence. Its song controlled the winds of the world. As long as the bell rang, clouds moved, birds flew, and fresh air flowed across every kingdom. But one terrible evening, the Sky Bell fell silent. Dong, silence. Immediately, something felt wrong. The clouds stopped moving. Birds froze in confusion. Windmills across distant villages stopped turning. Even the floating islands of Etheria began slowly sinking toward the earth. Panic spread throughout the kingdom. The wind spirits gathered around the silent bell. Their faces were filled with fear. Then the eldest spirit whispered, "The Storm King's prison has broken." A cold silence spread through the crowd. Long ago, before Etheria was built, a powerful ruler named Tempiros controlled all storms. At first, he protected the skies, but over time, his power grew too great. He created endless hurricanes and lightning storms, demanding that the world fear him. The ancient sky guardians eventually sealed him inside the Eye of the Tempest, a prison hidden beyond the edge of the sky. For 1,000 years, he remained trapped, until now. Zephyra looked toward the dark clouds gathering on the horizon. Lightning flashed in the distance. The winds around her felt frightened. "If Tempiros has returned," she said softly, "then I must stop him." The next morning, Zephyra began her journey. She flew beyond the floating islands, past the cloud gardens, past the rainbow falls, past places no fairy had visited for centuries. At first, the skies were calm, but the farther she traveled, the darker they became. Soon, giant storm clouds surrounded her. Thunder echoed across the heavens. Rain fell sideways through the wind. Then suddenly, Kraac, a giant bolt of lightning struck the cloud beside her. A massive thunderbird burst from the storm. Its wings stretched wider than castles. Its feathers crackled with electricity. Its glowing eyes locked onto Zephyra. The creature screeched and attacked. Lightning exploded around them. Zephyra spun gracefully through the air. She summoned powerful wind currents beneath her wings. The thunderbird attacked again and again. But as Zephyra dodged, she noticed strange dark markings covering the creature's feathers. It was being controlled. Instead of fighting, she released gentle winds around the thunderbird. Soft currents wrapped around its body. The dark markings slowly disappeared. The giant bird calmed immediately. Its glowing eyes returned to their natural golden color. The thunderbird bowed respectfully before disappearing into the clouds. But Zephyra knew the real danger still waited ahead. Days later, she reached the storm peaks. Towering mountains floated above the clouds. Massive tornadoes twisted between them. Lightning rivers flowed through the sky like glowing snakes. At the center stood the legendary Tempest Gate. Beyond it rested the Eye of the Tempest, the prison of Tempyros. As Zephyra approached the gate, hundreds of storm creatures emerged. Lightning wolves, thunderhawks, living tornado spirits. The creatures attacked together. The sky exploded into chaos. Zephyra fought bravely. She created giant wind shields. She summoned spinning cyclones. She rode powerful air currents through the battlefield. But every creature she defeated was replaced by another. The storm seemed endless. Finally, she reached the Tempest Gate. It stood taller than mountains. Ancient symbols glowed across its surface, but the gate had been shattered. Tempyros had escaped. A powerful hurricane pulled Zephyra through the broken entrance. She was thrown into the eye of the tempest. It was unlike anything she had ever seen. A giant kingdom floated inside an endless storm. Lightning illuminated ancient towers. Tornadoes circled enormous palaces. Dark clouds covered the sky in every direction. And standing at the center was Tempyros. The Storm King was enormous. His body was formed entirely from wind, lightning, and thunderclouds. Blue lightning crackled across his arms. His glowing eyes burned with anger. "You have come to stop me," he thundered. His voice shook the heavens. "I came to save the skies," Zephyra replied. Tempyros laughed bitterly. "Save them? The world has forgotten the sky. They poison the air. They ignore the winds. They only notice storms when they fear them." Dark clouds gathered around him. "If they do not respect the skies, then they shall live beneath eternal storms." Suddenly, boom! A gigantic hurricane exploded from his body. Lightning struck everywhere. Tornadoes ripped through the floating kingdom. The battle had begun. Zephyra fought with everything she had. She created giant wind dragons. She summoned powerful air currents. She redirected lightning strikes away from the floating islands. But Tempyros was incredibly powerful. Every storm she calmed, he created another. Every tornado she stopped, he unleashed 3 more. Eventually, Zephyra became exhausted. Her wings felt heavy, her magic weakened. The storm surrounded her completely. Then she noticed something. Inside the winds, she could hear voices. Children flying kites, birds singing in spring, sailors crossing oceans, farmers waiting for rain. The skies were loved, the winds were needed. People did appreciate them. They simply forgot sometimes. And suddenly, Zephyra understood. The answer wasn't defeating Tempyros. It was reminding him why the skies existed. The wind fairy slowly spread her wings. Instead of creating stronger storms, she created a gentle breeze. A soft wind drifted through the chaos. Then another and another. Soon, thousands of winds from across the world gathered around her. Ocean breezes, mountain winds, forest whispers, desert currents. Every wind answered her call. The giant storm slowly began calming. Lightning faded. The tornadoes weakened. Tempyros stared in disbelief. "What are you doing?" he demanded. "The sky was never meant to rule through fear." Zephyra replied softly. "It was meant to bring life." The gentle winds surrounded Tempyros. They carried memories, birds soaring through blue skies, children laughing beneath kites, rain helping flowers bloom, clouds protecting forests from the sun. Slowly, the anger inside the Storm King began fading. The darkness surrounding him cracked apart. His glowing eyes softened. For the first time in centuries, Tempyros remembered why he became a guardian. Not to control the skies, but to protect them. At that moment, the silent sky bell rose into the heavens. Its crystal surface glowed brighter and brighter. Then, doo-oong, the sky bell rang. A wave of silver wind exploded across the world. Clouds began moving again. Birds filled the skies. Windmills turned. The floating islands of Etheria rose safely back into place. Fresh breezes spread across every kingdom. The world breathed once more. Tempiros bowed respectfully before Zephyra. Then he vanished into the distant storm clouds, becoming a true guardian of the skies again. When Zephyra returned home, all of Etheria celebrated. Cloud lanterns floated through the heavens. Thunderbirds danced among the stars. The sky bell sang its beautiful song once again. And from that day forward, Zephyra became known throughout every kingdom as Guardian of the Endless Skies. And even today, whenever a gentle breeze brushes your face on a quiet day, people say Zephyra is still soaring above the clouds, guiding the winds and protecting the skies forever.